Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk about Lyme disease, or specifically, today I'm going to talk about what happens or what should I do if I just got diagnosed with Lyme disease. And for this video, I'm specifically talking about people who've had it in their body for more than a few months or just got bit right away and they got diagnosed and were treated properly. I'm talking about people who maybe had it in their body for years, or what we call chronic Lyme disease, what they should do once they get diagnosed, and things that I wish I knew and that I've learned the last 3 years when I was diagnosed. So you got diagnosed with Lyme disease. You figured out finally, maybe after a year, maybe after 2 years, maybe after 4, 10, 15, whatever, that what's been bothering you is Lyme disease. So there's so many treatment options out there. There's so many different things out there. You almost feel overwhelmed. You don't know where to begin. And on top of that, your doctor wants to do a million tests that cost a lot of money and do all these things. So first thing I would do is just take a step back. And I know that's hard. I know we get anxious. I know we want things to happen right away. We want to get better right away. We want to feel good right away. And I know with the brain fog and how we feel, it's not easy for us to think clearly. So have somebody help you and take a step back, write down your symptoms, write down what symptoms are bothering you the most, and do research before you choose anything on what treatment you should do. And that's the first thing as far as that goes, I would say. And figure out basically really what pathogen, what thing is affecting your body the most. And things and ways you can do that are dark field blood test analysis, microscopy with a really good microscope can actually see which pathogens are the most prominent in your body. Certain immune markers, certain inflammation markers can see that as well, and things like that. But I would say the blood cell analysis of actually looking at your blood can figure out really what pathogens are affecting your body the most. And then, of course, symptoms. Any good Lyme literate doctor will know based on symptoms. So figure out what's kind of getting, harboring your body the most, and look at that first. So then once you kind of figure out a little more of what treatments, what you want to do, what detoxing you want to do, and things like that, and again, have somebody help you. Have like a good friend or a good family member say, hey, I need help. I can't do this by myself. Can you help me with this? Ask for help, because it will help you in the long run. I know it's easier said than done, and I know some people don't have many people around them, but it will save you because of, like, when we're not well, when we first get diagnosed, we can't think straight, and it's very hard for us to do things like that. So on that side of things, that's what I would do. I would really sit down and figure out what is the best treatment plan, what is the best plan of attack for me to go about this, and work with your doctor with that. Next, I would eliminate all chaos in your life, all drama in your life, anything that's weighing you down, anything negative, anything like that, anything that's draining you, get rid of it. You can't get better with this in your life, and most of all, you need to focus on yourself. This is something I really wish I would have known. A doctor would have told me, this is your time. Like, I wish a doctor would have said this to me. This is your time to be with you. This is your time to take care of you first and you foremost. Eliminate anything toxic from your life, anything you want to do and overdo and all this stuff. Don't do it. Just kind of take away everything that you were doing, kind of the flow and everything that your life was about, and just kind of start from scratch, because so much of that energy that I was putting in and kind of swirling around, doing these things, doing this, was taken away from me actually getting better and focusing on treatment and doing the things I need to do to get better. I wish I would have known these things. I was running around so scattered, so sick, couldn't think straight, and constantly in this chaos mode and not really doing enough to get better. Yes, the doctor at the time, might have been to blame to some respect, and they could have been doing more, but at the same time, I was allowing a lot of chaotic things in my life for a long time, and a lot of drama that was creating more problems than good, because I wanted so badly to maybe be social or to ignore what was going on or whatever. But you can't do that. You have to deal with it and you have to let it all go. And that takes me to the next point of take care of yourself first. You have to focus on you. We overextend ourselves. We create bad boundaries. We want to help people. We want to do all these things when we have Lyme disease, and we want to, do good for the community. But if you look at people who are philanthropists, they became philanthropists after they made a lot of money. So if you can't help yourself first, how can you help anybody else? So another thing is, once you get diagnosed, I would really just put all the energy on you, everything you can into your healing. Let go of anything bigger that you need to deal with. It will be there in the future. It's not going away. You just need to focus on yourself, and that's it. I mean, start from scratch, start from nothing, and just focus on you and put all that energy into you, and don't bring anything extraneous that's going to bring you down into your life. Another thing I wish that could have been done, or that would have helped me a lot, is if I had my family or my friends at the time maybe go to the doctor with me, get information on Lyme disease, watch Under Our Skin, read books, etc., and really try to understand what I'm dealing with, or what what you might be dealing with Lyme disease, because it's complicated and it's very hard for people to understand. People, can't expect people to change. They're not going to change. They're not going to change who they are, but at least allow them to try to understand what's going on. And if after you show them the stuff and everything and they don't, you need to let it go, because you did what you can, and you can't hold on to that. You can't hold on to other people's negative energy or other people's non-understanding of you or what you're dealing with. It's not worth it. I mean, I think a lot of people with Lyme disease spend so much time trying to explain to other people or explain to people what's going on, and they just keep doing it and doing it. And at the end of the day, it's either somebody's going to get it or they're not. And you can't control that, and you can't let it affect you, because it's going to take away from your healing, and you're going to spend so much energy explaining to someone else. I feel like every day and all the time, that's what I would do. I was always having to explain myself, or be aware of this, or help somebody else, or do that, or do this. And it was taking away from what I needed to focus on. And so, yeah, you need to just really focus the energy on yourself. If what else? If you get diagnosed with Lyme disease, find some support groups, find some good positive support groups. I think they help a lot. And I know some doctors are hesitant. Oh, be careful with support groups, because you'll get trapped into the whole, I'm sick, I have Lyme disease, et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of support that's out there that's very helpful. And on top of that, you need the support. You need the positivity. It will help you. We help each other. People in the Lyme community help each other. Other people, the world is about helping each other, essentially. So find support groups, find places that you could gather information and get the support that you need. And, most of all, this is the time for you. It's a time for you to learn about yourself. It's a time for you to learn the lessons that need to be made. It's a time for you to allow yourself to heal. Time to allow you to take care of yourself. It's a time for you to create the life that you want to live, because your life got shifted and got altered. So you get the chance to start over and everything. And, Lyme disease is very chaotic, and it's scary, and it's hard, and it's devastating. So it takes a lot of energy for us to do everything we can to beat it and combat it. So really focus on you. I mean, focus on you. You get diagnosed, this is what happened. Focus everything you can to do what you need to do to treat it, to take care of your emotional well-being, your physical well-being, to take care of yourself in every way possible. And also, don't be afraid to ask for help and get the help that you need. And if you feel like somebody's taking advantage of you, if you feel like you're spending all this money and you're getting nowhere, trust that intuition, trust that, because you don't want months to go by and money to be spent of you not getting better. And you are your best advocate. You have to always remember that. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have to remember that you are your best advocate, and nobody's going to, be there more for you than you are. So, one last thing I want to talk about, which I already did a video about money and Lyme disease, but money is unfortunately a big problem with a lot of people with Lyme. They can't afford treatment, they can't work, they don't have the support they need. Insurance companies won't cover what their treatments are or what they have, what they need to do to get better. So research ways, have somebody help you, find ways to save money, on the treatments you need, do everything you can to get those treatments. If they're really like you feel strongly about it, don't let money get in the way. There are always options, there are always other ways of doing it, there are always cheaper ways, there are always better ways, there are always different ways, there's always programs that you can do. You can do all these things that are out there. And another thing is for myself, I look back at it, if I knew what I needed to do, I let money get in the way a lot of me paying for things that could have got me better, like better doctors or things like that. I would have just been like, you know what, I'm just going to get a credit card, I'm just going to get a loan because this is going to get me better, because your health at the end of the day is what you need more than anything. And I know it's hard because we aren't sure about those choices and we don't want all this money to go by. So that's why I said what I said earlier in this video of doing all those things so you make the smart choice, you make the better choice, and you make the most educated choice and get help when you need it. So remember, you're not alone. Remember, you can beat this, and you have to tell yourself that every day, that you can get to where you need to be, and you can overcome Lyme disease. You can overcome anything, really. If you really want to, you can do that. It's possible, and anything can happen. Anything's possible. So I hope this video helped. I hope if you just got diagnosed, I'm sorry, but there are better days ahead, and I hope some of this information can help you get better. Thank you.